Hidden beneath volcanic ash for nearly 2 millennia, the Herculaneum Scrolls have revealed a stunning secret. After years of painstaking research and cutting-edge technology, scholars have uncovered the precise burial location of Plato. This discovery not only changes our understanding of the great philosopher's final resting place, but also unravels details about his mysterious last moments. What could these ancient scrolls tell us about Plato's life and death? Watch till the end to uncover the full story. The ancient philosopher Plato has intrigued scholars for centuries. Now, an astonishing revelation has come to light. The exact location of Plato's burial site has been discovered. This breakthrough comes from ongoing research on the famous Herculaneum Scrolls, which have been a treasure trove of ancient knowledge. The Herculaneum Scrolls, discovered in 1750, were buried beneath layers of volcanic ash after the AD 79 eruption of Mount Vesuvius. These 1800 scrolls, preserved in the villa of the papyri, were charred by the intense heat, making them incredibly fragile and difficult to read. However, recent advancements in imaging technology have allowed researchers to decipher these ancient texts, revealing secrets long hidden. One of the most significant finds from the Herculaneum Scrolls is the precise burial location of Plato. Known for his influential works and teachings, Plato's final resting place has been a subject of speculation. The scrolls indicate that Plato is buried in his designated garden within the Academy of Athens, the very place where he founded his school of philosophy. This discovery not only pinpoints his burial site, but also ties it directly to the heart of his intellectual life. The Academy, established by Plato around 387 BC in Athens, was the world's first university. It was a center for learning and philosophical discussion, attracting teachers and students from across Greece and beyond. The newly deciphered scrolls provide detailed insights into the Academy's layout, confirming that Plato's garden, adjacent to the Muson, a shrine dedicated to the Muses, was his final resting place. This adds a poignant layer to his legacy, connecting his burial with the place where his ideas flourished. These scrolls also reveal fascinating details about Plato's final hours. The narrative describes how Plato, despite being on his deathbed and battling a fever, critiqued a musician for her poor rhythm. This account not only humanizes Plato, but also underscores his dedication to excellence, even in his last moments. The musician, a Thracian slave girl, played the flute, but her lack of rhythm irked the ailing philosopher, illustrating his sharp mind and critical nature until the end. The discovery of these details is thanks to the most advanced imaging diagnostic techniques. Researchers have been able to read and decipher new sections of text that previously seemed inaccessible. This process involved virtually unrolling the tightly packed scrolls and reconstructing the text layer by layer. The result is a clearer understanding of ancient history and significant figures like Plato. The scrolls were preserved in a lavish villa in Herculaneum, believed to have belonged to Julius Caesar's father-in-law. Over the years, scholars have painstakingly worked to decode the charred remnants. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius, which buried Herculaneum and nearby Pompeii, produced a pyroclastic surge with temperatures between 400 and 500 degrees Celsius. This intense heat instantly boiled the brains and blood of the victims, preserving the scrolls in a unique and challenging state for modern researchers. The Villa of Papyri, where the scrolls were found, is considered one of the most significant archaeological sites from the ancient world. The scrolls within it provide a rare glimpse into the thoughts and lives of ancient scholars. The ongoing work to decipher these texts is still in its early stages, with researchers predicting that the full impact of these discoveries will only become apparent in the coming years. Now that we've uncovered the location of Plato's burial site, let's dive into the history of the Academy, the very place where he was laid to rest. Founded in the mid-380s BC, likely after 387 BC, Plato established the Academy as a center for higher learning. This was not just any educational institution, it was revolutionary. The Academy complemented traditional Greek studies of music and athletics with rigorous philosophical inquiry. This new approach attracted some of the brightest minds from Athens and beyond, creating a vibrant intellectual community. The Academy was groundbreaking in many ways. There was no tuition, making it accessible to the public, including women, a rare inclusion at the time. There was no set curriculum, allowing students to seek out teachers with expertise in various subjects, such as mathematics, dialectics, natural science, and statesmanship. Philosophy, of course, was at the core of the Academy's teachings, deeply influenced by Plato's own works and ideas. Plato's Republic, one of his most famous works, offers a glimpse into his thoughts on statesmanship and the ideal state. At the Academy, students engaged with these ideas directly, discussing and debating them with their peers and mentors. This method of open dialogue and critical thinking laid the foundation for what we might now recognize as the first university. The Academy was located about a kilometer north of Athens city walls in a grove of Greek olive trees. This area, known as Academia in classical Attic Greek, was a site sacred to Athena since the Bronze Age. According to mythology, the land was named after its original owner, the hero Academus, who was awarded the land for averting a war with Sparta. While the myth's details are debatable, the etymology of Academia suggests a place of silence and reflection. Italian researchers Graziano Ranocchia and Constantino Milani have made significant advancements in studying the Herculaneum Scrolls using techniques like optical coherence tomography and infrared hyperspectral imaging. These methods have allowed them to decipher previously illegible fragments of the scrolls, shedding light on the history of the Academy. One critical text, the history of the Academy of Philodemus of Gadara, preserved in the Herculaneum Scrolls, places Plato's burial site in his private garden at the Muson within the Academy. The Muson was a shrine dedicated to the Muses, the goddesses of the arts and sciences, making it a fitting place for Plato and other philosophers to study and reflect. But how did we go from a temple of the Muses to the modern museums we know today? In ancient times, the Muson served as a place where philosophers, like Plato and his students, gathered to study and discuss various subjects. It was a private, intellectual haven, filled with scrolls, artifacts, and artworks that inspired learning and contemplation. This tradition laid the groundwork for the concept of a museum as a place of learning and preservation. Today, museums are public spaces where art, history, and culture are preserved and displayed for everyone to enjoy. The transformation from a private muson to a public museum reflects a broader shift in how knowledge and culture are shared. Museums have become treasure troves of artifacts, artworks, and historical pieces, offering a glimpse into our collective past. The exact location of the Muson within Plato's Academy remains unclear. The Academy itself was destroyed by the Roman general Sulla in the 1st century BC. Its ruins were only rediscovered in the 20th century. Today, the site of the Academy is a public park in Athens, with scattered remnants of the original marble structures. Despite the lack of clarity about the Muson's precise location, the legacy of Plato's Academy and its Muson lives on. Athens plans to create a futuristic archaeological museum on the site of the Academy. This museum will be partially subterranean, integrating modern technology with ancient history. It promises to be a fascinating place for visitors to explore the rich heritage of Plato's intellectual haven. This upcoming museum aims to preserve the history of the Academy and provide a space where people can learn about ancient philosophy and culture. The combination of modern design and ancient artifacts will offer a unique experience, connecting the past with the present. Let's now explore a lesser-known chapter of Plato's life, his unexpected ordeal as a slave. It's a known fact that Plato was sold into slavery, but recent discoveries from the Herculaneum Scrolls suggest that this happened much earlier than previously thought. Historical records place this event around 387 BC, but the newly deciphered document by Philodemus of Gadara indicates it occurred between 404 and 399 BC. This shift in timeline sheds new light on Plato's early life and struggles. How did Plato, a revered philosopher, end up in slavery? According to ancient accounts, Plato found himself tangled in the political turmoil of Syracuse, Sicily. He attempted to replace the tyrant Dionysus with a more just ruler. This political involvement backfired, leading to his capture and subsequent sale into slavery. Fortunately, a wealthy friend intervened and secured his release before he faced severe hardships. This early date of Plato's enslavement raises intriguing questions about his life and influences during that period. It suggests that Plato's experiences and the political climate of the time significantly shaped his philosophical outlook and writings. This period of adversity likely reinforced his ideas about justice, governance, and the ideal state, which are central themes in his work, The Republic. In addition to these revelations, the Herculaneum Scrolls also uncovered details about Plato's final moments. According to the scrolls, Plato's death was quite unusual. On his deathbed, a musician played the flute, but her performance was so poor that it irritated the philosopher. Plato's critique of her lack of rhythm was his final act before he passed away. This anecdote, though humorous, underscores Plato's unwavering commitment to excellence and precision, even in his final moments. Despite extensive searches, the full texts containing these new details have not yet been fully released by the researchers Graziano Ranocchia and Constantino Milani. Their groundbreaking work continues to uncover fascinating insights into Plato's life and the ancient world. As more texts become available, they will undoubtedly provide further context and depth to our understanding of Plato's legacy. Plato's life, marked by extraordinary intellectual achievements and personal trials, remains a source of inspiration and curiosity. From his early struggles to his establishment of the Academy and his enduring philosophical contributions, Plato's story is one of resilience and brilliance. As we conclude this exploration of Plato's life and discoveries from the Herculaneum Scrolls, remember that the journey of uncovering history is ongoing. The new findings continue to enrich our understanding of the past and its impact on the present. Thank you for joining us on this fascinating journey through history. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, comment, share, and turn on notifications to stay updated with more intriguing stories. Your support helps us to continue to bring you engaging and informative content.